UCOR, we are supporting DOE Environmental Management's cleanup mission for the Oak Ridge Reservation. Cleanup efforts are supporting current and future missions for the Oak Ridge National Laboratory, Y-12 National Security Complex, and the East Tennessee Technology Park.
In the middle of November, crews at Y-12 began demolishing the last of the major facilities at the biology complex, which was originally built in the 1940s.
About a month ago, we finished up the largest D&D project in the United States and in the history of the DOE program in East Tennessee Technology Park. A month later, we're over here at Y-12 kicking off demo of our first facility here, one of many more to come.
The process that you're seeing here for demolition is a very similar process that we employed at ETTP to achieve Vision 2020, beginning with our cold and dark process, our deactivation, and then culminating with the demolition process you see here.
Crews will first demolish the three-story, 65,000 square foot 9210 building, which should be completed in January. When these final biology complex buildings are removed in 2021, it will be a significant skyline change and will make way for Y-12 to expand its national defense mission. One part of the biology complex demolition that resulted in a huge cost savings was the transfer of equipment across the Oak Ridge Reservation. Last spring, crews installed transport platforms to allow workers to access higher levels during deactivation to remove asbestos and universal waste. Crews dismantled the platforms and shipped them to ORNL for use when UCOR begins deactivating the 8-story experimental gas-cooled reactor. Reusing the equipment in this way saves taxpayers almost $3.5 million. At ORNL, workers are preparing to deactivate the experimental gas-cooled reactor for eventual demolition. In 1956, Congress directed the construction of the reactor. A design was developed for the 8-floor facility, which was also to be a prototype for the Tennessee Valley Authority's nuclear power generation. However, the reactor was never put into service. When deactivation begins on the facility, the transport platforms that were initially used at the biology complex will be installed to help workers reach the higher levels. Now that all the unneeded buildings at ETTP have been demolished, workers are focused on removing the remaining foundation slabs and remediating the soil at the site. The largest slab removal project is underway at the 235,000 square foot centrifuge complex. The former centrifuge demonstration and test facility, which included a 180-foot tall tower, was the most visible facility left at the site when it was demolished. Removal of the remaining slab will be completed next spring. The site will be seeded and transformed into a grassy field. OREM and UCOR were honored with the Government Team Project of the Year Award. The recognition was part of the National 2020 Washington Exec Pinnacle Awards, which go to top businesses and organizations that are saving money and fostering innovation. The award spotlighted the effectiveness and efficiency of the work to complete major cleanup at ETTP, ultimately finishing the project $80 million under budget and 4 years ahead of schedule, avoiding $500 million in costs to taxpayers. A strong partnership with OREM, UCOR, and a workforce dedicated to safety was key to this achievement.
Stay tuned to see the progress we make next month. Follow us on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter.